What is up, guys? I want to make a little bit different of a video today, and today we're going to be going over hodling. I want to talk about holding some stocks for long term and what that can do for you. I first want to talk about some of the benefits, and then switch over to the chart and show you guys some of my examples here. But I do think that picking a small portfolio of long-term stocks that you really don't plan on selling, stocks that you think can last long-term, continue to grow over the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, especially as young investors, I think is very, very important. Choosing, great stocks that have some room left to grow and show strong willingness to do so. So going over some of our benefits here for holding is going to be one, reinvesting dividends. For SPY here, they pay a dividend. That is the chart in the background right now. And if you could just reinvest their dividends of around 2% a year, you would have another $25 per share that you are investing back into the S&P per year, which is going to compound your growth. And that is the next point that I'm going to get to. Compounding returns. Not only are you buying more shares at any price, whether that is the highs, but preferably the lows, buying when stocks are on a dip is very, very important. Compounding returns is really how you build that long-term wealth, and that is why a lot of larger accounts do switch to that dividend side after growing their account to a certain size. Next, I do want to talk about market volatility, and I'm actually going to save this for the last because I want to pair this with something else. Let's talk about the next topic, which is going to be tax advantages. Not selling your stocks, you're not paying the capital gain yet, and then also if you hold these in a Roth IRA, you're not going to end up paying those taxes at all. So that is another very important benefit, especially for those of us that have larger accounts. Next, let's talk about company growth. Nothing is better than growing your equity in a company as the company is growing their revenue and income and the rest of the company itself. That is a great healthy relationship between the buyer and the brand. I love to think about my stocks that way. I'm buying into Hims right now. I'm buying into Hood right now. I'm buying into Oklo and Oscar. I believe all of these stocks will have a great outcome in the next decade and onward. So I am buying those stocks heavy now so that when those times come and those stock prices do really start to rally, I can sit back and enjoy what we have grown this company to, not only myself and my portfolio, but the brand and the company itself. Next, I do want to talk about probably the most important thing here, which is going to be the psychological benefits of this. I do know a lot of traders, and there's a lot of traders in our premium group chat that text me often, and they're talking about how a stock they're holding is maybe down 2, 3, 4%, and then maybe the next day it's up 10, 12, 15, 20%. And maybe they sold on that minus 4% day, freaking out. So I do want to talk about the peace of mind that long-term investing brings you. If you can find companies that you're confident in, as I have done, then I have strong conviction in my trades. And every time I see a red day, I routinely have days where I'm down $2,000, but I routinely have days where I'm up $2, $3,000. So that is very, very important to understand. Even if these companies have a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad quarter, it really shouldn't matter in the long term for you because you understand what this company is going to, what they are going to be, and where the stock price will reflect it. So that is very important, and that keeps your peace of mind so you are not freaking out in the short term. When you can zoom out and see a chart like this where it's just pretty much straight up, I'm sure there was a lot of people that sold back here right around this range, and they missed out on this whole entire move up here. And if instead they would have just bought right here, they would have gotten a discount on all of this. So it is a very, very interesting thought when you can come to terms with understanding that stocks do normally recover and go up for the long term, and understanding that good companies with strong growth almost always go up in the long term. And that is reflected here by SPY. And then lastly, I do want to hit on that market volatility. While the market is volatile, having that peace of mind that kind of goes together, understanding that the market does fluctuate. There is green days, there is red days, there's good green days, and there is good red days or bad red days. So understanding that and coming to terms with that, and understanding you haven't lost anything until you've sold and you haven't made anything until you sold. I see a lot of people, including myself, every now and then I'll post something and I'll say, hey, look, this position, it's up 2,000. I haven't made anything yet. Just as in, yesterday I posted a picture of Oscar, I was down 2,000. And then today I posted another picture, I'm up 500. So if I would have sold down 2,000 instead of buying more shares down 2,000, I would not have recovered that 2,000 or made the 500 on top of that. So that is how you can understand that holding through the wind, holding through the storm is really going to prosper when the stock price reflects their true valuations. Let's go ahead and look at just the broader market here. This is just SPY. you can see there has never, ever, ever been a true crash. Yes, there has been these large spikes in volatility, but if you were to hold SPY for more than 20 years, it's a statistical fact that no one has ever lost money. If you could hold SPY for 20 years, you will not lose money. If someone could guarantee you that, and then also almost guarantee you around a 200% return on top of that, as the SPY or S&P does return around 8% per year, and recently it's actually been a little bit ahead of that pace. So when you do understand it from that point of view, not selling at the lows, that's where a lot of traders get trapped, and especially a lot of new traders, including myself when I started out. I have sold many of stocks, and then within the next 2 months, maybe the stock riots. That a lot of the times, some of these most bearish drops end up leading to the most bullish setups, and that is really true. In the long term, you just have to zoom out and see the full picture. Maybe right here, where we were dipping back in 2020, 2022, that whole thing was maybe that was just a big year-long bull flag after this recent run-up. And, maybe people didn't see that. And if you didn't, you missed out on this huge run. This was really just a bull flag right here, and then we got continuation out of that. So it's the same technical analysis long-term. And it is a great outlook when you can look at a market like this and just understand, oh, maybe it's not good today. It might not be good in a month, but over a year, over 2 years, over a decade, over a lifetime, these stocks do always recover. For the most part, if you can pick a good, strong company, they will most likely always recover. With the S&P here, that's a safe bet. Other ideas thrown out there are like Google, Mag 7, like Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Tesla. All of those stocks would be great long-term holds. And long-term isn't 2 months, 3 months. Long-term is lifetime, at least a decade, I would say. So I do just want to stress that to you guys, the importance of holding long-term and understanding what you're holding and having confidence and conviction within your holdings. But that is really going to be it from me, guys. I just wanted to, post that idea out here and let you guys know my thoughts behind my trades and my understanding of what I hold and my confidence within that. But make sure you guys do like, subscribe, and comment down below what videos guys you want to see next. I can post a chart update. I can post technical analysis updates. I can post earnings updates. I can post more videos like this, just talking to you guys. But that will be it from me. Make sure you guys do also click that link down below. It'll send you guys to our free and paid Discord. See you guys tomorrow.